Thank you for clicking onto the Randomly Reviewed podcast. Please note this podcast does contain adult humour and content that some listeners may find offensive. If for some reason you do enjoy this episode, please click the like and subscribe for future episodes which will be released weekly. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, leave a comment or check out the links for our Twitter and Facebook page in the description. Now, on with the show. Welcome to the Randomly Reviewed podcast. Each week we review something randomly. This week we reviewed Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. On the podcast this week is Mark, Jennings. Hi Jennings.
Hello.
And Zell. Hi Zell.
Hey.
How are you guys?
It's been,
Alive.
Yeah, well, I didn't get any sleep last night, so I'm doing well.
Great stuff. Anyway, as always.
Why are you going to listen to my masturbation story?
Okay, tell us your masturbation story.
I couldn't fall asleep through masturbation. It was really bad.
What?
You tried to fall asleep whilst masturbating.
Not whilst masturbating. Like you wank and then you fall asleep. That's what you do, isn't it?
As always, we will be doing a fact file on the film, a play-by-play, and a review. And if you don't like it, you can fuck off.
Oh, that's a bit cruel. There's no need to be a dick about it, is there?
I know, but sometimes you gotta be.
That's fair.
Some people don't realise they can't. Some people don't realise they have the option to watch or listen to stuff on the internet. It's weird.
Well, you don't have the option. You have to listen to this to fuck with. We
You have to remind people.
We need the views.
Do we though?
Not really, but like one day I can show this to my
You're not going to have
other
any
people's
kids,
grandkids.
so it doesn't really matter.
I want to show
Oh,
it to other
shit.
people's grandkids.
This has finger bang origins on it.
Wow,
Finger
Whose bike
bang.
is that?
Dylan's. Does that have anything to do with the fucking podcast?
Does that?
Yeah, I'm bringing us back on point.
Oh,
So-
shit, this is just bollocks.
Stop making me edit stuff.
Well, you don't have to edit this, but so fact file.
So, fact file, Mr. Jennings.
Fact file, I got the film clocks in an hour and 29 minutes. Came out in 2010 to film festivals, but 2011 for theatrical release.
That's bollocks.
It's not bollocks, that's true. It only had a budget of 5 million and made 5.7 at the
I've
box
got
office.
4.7
I got mine off Wikipedia.
international. So did I. So I think you might have written it down wrong.
I did not. It definitely said 5.7.
No, it definitely said
Look
4.7.
it up on your phone right now.
Right, it doesn't matter. It made between 4.7 and
No,
5.7
no, let's see
million.
who got who got it right. see what big old britches over there said.
Why did you dye your hair ginger?
It's not ginger, okay?
They can't see it on the. It's
Don't
strawberry
fucking
blonde.
dare call me fucking face. I've
What?
been getting it all week. What's his name?
Mark?
Ginger guitarist. Scottish. Is he
The
Scottish?
Proclaimers.
No. I forget his name.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this is
We're
interesting.
all going to stop until I think of it.
No, we're not. Like, just look it up.
I don't know any ginger guitarists.
Not the ginger guitarist. Don't give a shit about the ginger guitarist. So, what did it make, Mark?
He's looking for the ginger guitarist.
No, he isn't.
Yeah, he is.
He's seen that it says 5.7 million and he's not talking.
No, because I got 4.7, so it doesn't make sense.
So it does say 5.7 million. All right,
It
I
does
was
say
correct.
5.7 million. You're right.
Yeah,
Great.
so fact
Can we
file.
move on now, please?
Mafafile. It won a couple of independent film awards. It was shown at Cannes Film Festival. A sequel was planned. But,
Oh, really?
Yeah, but the script was shit and probably wasn't going to get made. What's his name said that? Alan Tudyk, Tucker in the film.
Ah.
Yep. Probably not going to get made. It has an IMDb score of 7.5 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes 85%, and Amazon 4.7 out of 5.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous.
It did do very well. The director is Eli Craig. He hasn't done much else. It's pretty much this film and that's it.
He did Little Evil, The Tao of Pong, which I've never heard of, and he did the Zombieland TV series.
Probably just an episode.
Maybe.
But
It's credited as a TV movie for some reason. That doesn't make sense.
so yeah, it'll be anyway. But the most interesting thing about him is that he's married to a former Power Ranger.
Oh, really?
He is the yellow Power Ranger, not the racist one, from Lightspeed Rescue. Yeah.
What? Who's a racist?
So in the original Power Rangers series,
Yeah.
the Yellow Ranger was an Asian person,
Okay.
and the Black Ranger was a black person.
Right.
So they just made them those colours because of the colour of their skin.
You don't know that.
It could have been a coincidence. It's possible.
Maybe they were the right people for the job. You
Yeah,
ever thought of
yeah.
that?
The Black Ranger is suspiciously black.
So?
Not suspiciously black, but he's black.
Suspiciously black.
He had a fade. The writers have one other film, which is Glass Desert.
So his writing partner for this was Morgan Jurgensen. And
Thanks.
he played, Eli Craig plays the cameraman, Billy the cameraman in
At the
the
start.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, at the start. That pissed me off the start of this film. There are only 2 CG shots in the whole entire film. One is the bee that lands on the kid's nose,
Oh yeah.
and the other one is the mower going into the Black Lass's face.
Oh yeah, the wheat.
Yeah.
It's great.
It was apparently freezing when they were doing shooting.
It was made in Canada, I believe.
Was it Canada? Oh, right. Yeah, it was freezing. Oh, the first shot where they're going down the what's it called? The street. Well, into the woods in the car. That's actually taken from a different film. Do you know which film?
Oh, I read about this somewhere.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know you don't care.
No, what is it?
No. It's Up a Creek Without a Paddle.
Oh,
Or Without a Paddle, as it's
I read
called.
that movie.
It's shit, that film. So when they actually jump, when they're in the lake, about 3 days before the shoot, that lake was fully frozen over. So they were all fucking freezing their chebs off.
Oh, wow.
in that. Tucker and Dale also appear in the second series of Dirk Gently together.
What?
Yeah.
That
have I
just blew my
ruined it?
mind.
Have you watched the second series?
No,
Yeah,
I've
of course
watched
you have.
one more episode since the podcast.
And Alan Tudyk, Tucker, obviously he plays fucking loads of stuff. Like, most famous for the pirate in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
As Soap in Firefly. As he's
Oh, I fucking love Firefly.
he's done loads of stuff. But one of his starting roles was Everton in Patch Adams. I didn't know that. And I didn't know he was Sonny in iRobot.
Who's Sunny in iRobot?
The robot.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, have you got anything to add on that?
No, there's a special feature on the DVD that plays the movie from the college kid's perspective.
Yeah, the director hated it because it just made it into a slasher film again. So they just
I want to see it just because I want to see it.
good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm guessing you don't have any facts at all, Zil.
No. I'm not the fact guy. I'm
Not
not the any guy.
Right. So play-by-play.
Here we go.
Right. So film starts off with a handycam style, with a lass telling someone to sack up. It's called investigative journalism for a reason. The cameraman and the journalist is actually the cameraman's wife in real life, and the cameraman is the director.
Oh, I didn't know that was his wife.
Yeah.
Good fact finding.
I know. I did some shit on this. I had to watch a lot of YouTube videos. It was boring.
Had to is a strong word.
Yeah, had to, was it? Surprisingly, they are investigating something, and within a minute, the cameraman is dead, and we see a dude with half of his face burnt off, picking up the camera and smiling into it. Cut to the title screen. That's the first 44 seconds of the fucking film. This film rushes through, and yet still feels like it takes 4 hours to play.
It didn't need that first part at all.
Yeah, because it
It's
doesn't
right out of
call
place
back
of the
to
movie,
it.
yeah.
Doesn't call back to it at all. Anyway, cut to a car driving down to the road, saying 3 days earlier. They are driving into the woods. We see the car is filled with what's supposed to be college freshmen or college kids. Only 2 of them could have actually passed for college kids. They are ridiculously old.
Dare say anything bad about Alison, because
The fit one.
she's amazing.
Yeah, the fit one is one of them. Like the one with the tits, she just looks horrifically old.
She's in like loads of like teen movies as the thick fit one. Because wasn't she the in that babysitter film? Wasn't she one of the ones?
No, she's not the cheerleader in that where she gets shot in the tit and she's...
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she isn't.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen her in something else where she's a...
Well, a couple of them are from Final Destination, a couple of them are from Final Destination 3, not even the fucking good ones.
The lass that plays Alison,
The fit one.
she's in Eurotrip, and she's also in 30 Rock.
And Sex Drive.
Is she in
Sex
Sex
Drive.
Drive as well?
That's what I think I meant, not Eurotrip. Maybe she's not in Eurotrip.
Oh, we should watch Sex Drive for this because I really like it.
I do like, especially when he's got the gun and he goes flap, flap, flap. You don't have to move the mouth.
Cyclops' ace has his brother as well.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be college freshmen. Only 2 of them could pass for actual college freshmen. Within 30 seconds, it's apparent that the writers have never heard or met a college kid in their life. The dialogue in this film, I know it's supposed to be hammy, and I know it's supposed to be shit, but it's fucking awful. Like when it's the college college kids.
Bad dialogue. That's the thing. That's
And the actors are terrible. Absolutely
I wouldn't
fucking
go that
terrible.
far. Come on, be fair.
No,
It's not terrible.
It is fucking awful. Yeah, as the dialogue's terrible. A car drives past them with 2 hicks, obviously looking like it's Deliverance. The freshman... sorry. Wow! Lightning!
Hold me.
Hold me, never let me go.
Oh, better not rain when I'm walking home.
Oh, boo. Yeah, so drives past them. So, yeah. Dialogue is fucking terrible. The car drives past them with 2 hicks, obviously looking like it's from Deliverance. Because, yeah, there is quite a lot of homages to...
Well, yeah, it's mostly parody.
Yeah, to actual films, like with the chainsaw bits, obviously Texas Chainsaw Massacre, with the Scythe, that's a couple of films, I can't remember the names of them now.
Just the fact, like, kids in the woods getting killed.
Well, yeah, that is, taking the piss. Yeah, the freshmen get freaked out by these 2 hicks passing them by, but they get more pissed off when a black lass who just pops out of the boot says, "We forgot the beer." Now, I've been on many a road trip, and at no point have I ever forgot the beer.
Yeah, but you're an alcoholic.
No,
That's the first thing you think of.
if you were a college kid, would you forget beer? Like, and there's about 10 of them in this fucking car. Someone would have gone, "Do you know what we need? You know, it would make this a little bit better. Let's get some Pabst Blue Ribbon or some American lager that's fucking terrible. Budweiser." Well, they're not sponsoring us.
Natural light.
Natural Light. I haven't heard of that one.
They call it Natty Light over there.
Wow, they are cool. So they're on a road trip. They're on a road trip, and it's not something you forget. They're on a road trip, and that is not something you forget. They pull into a hick garage to pick up beer. That's actually taken from, Wrong Turn with Elijah Dushku.
No.
Oh, well, it's shit. I wouldn't recommend watching that either. Everything is just...
Oh, but she's fit.
She is fit, but
Fake.
it's a shit film. Everything is just showing it is inbred and scary, with mounted shit on the walls, and the shopkeeper looking like he has 7 fingers and is married to his mum. So, everything is just showing it as inbred and scary, with mounted shit on the walls, and the shopkeeper looking like he has 7 fingers and is married to his mum. We get slightly scared as one of the hicks who drove past glares at the fit lass, the fittest lass in the movie, which you call Alison, or Ali, as they call her. I've just called her fit lass because she is, to be fair, she is incredibly attractive. Incredibly attractive.
What are we talking about?
The fit lass.
Oh, okay, that's one of the notes I have.
Oh,
She was fit.
I just put faff, fit as fuck.
oh, of course you did.
But whoa, sidebar.
The stomach, like.
Yeah, I was like, okay, because I was just going to fast forward through the entire film.
No, of course you were.
I'll get to that in a bit, but when she just, because he just puts her in like a dude's shirt and jeans, and then
Yeah.
she just
She
womans
ties
it
it
up,
up
and fuck me, is she fit? So yeah,
She is
Fit
very
as
attractive. So yeah, the fit lass in the movie. So she takes off a beer can and then
Beer can.
And we see a hick. It's actually Dale, and he stares at her, goes, oh, and then looks away, and she goes, oh no, and then the lass with the big tartars goes, oh, let's get out of here. This is fucking weird. Actually, she says, this is so creepy. Then we find out the Hicks, who the Hicks are, who drove past them, and they seem quite nice. One is played by Sock in Reaper, and the other is the pirate in Dodgeball, or Andy Tudyk. Dale then tries it on with the freshman. This was one of the only real funny bits in the film, where he goes...
So you guys going camping?
Yeah. That's actually word for word, right? He does, while he's got a scythe in his hand. And just before that, he's eating loads of pickled eggs. When he was, because they had to do that take so many times, he got ill of eating pickled eggs. So then, Dale tries it on with the freshman after some goading, and this doesn't go well. As he approaches the scythe and laughs maniacally, he approaches them with a scythe and laughs maniacally. And as you said, it was a very good impression, Mark, I have to admit. The douchiest college kid saves, in inverted comma, the girls, because he just goes up, oh, get away, you weirdo, and they just drive off. We then follow Dale and Tucker, who gladly can act. Like, those two, just their chemistry is the only thing that barely saves this film from being utter tosh. Like, the dialogue between them isn't that good, but they are really, like, pally with each other and everything.
It seems natural, I think, the dialogue between them anyway.
And I think that's more them just doing it themselves rather than the actual fucking writing.
They did ad-lib a few things on the thing.
Good.
On the script. So.
A cop pulls them over, and after an unfortunate spill, it looks like Dale is sucking off Tucker, and he takes off his shirt for some strange reason. So he spills booze on his crotch.
I think his button, the button of his shirt gets sort of tied
Stuck
on the other guy's. So when he moves away,
And then,
Ed Sheeran. That's what I'm thinking of.
unless he's like, oh, you're obese, then no.
anyway, unfortunate. I hope you fucking edit that out, or leave it in, and also leave the original start of this in, and just be like, Ed. Oh, that's who it is. It's Ed fucking Sheeran, isn't it? Oh, you dick. That took me proper by surprise. That.
He's well happy with himself, isn't he?
You're a bellend, and I don't even think he's Scottish.
He might not be.
No wonder we didn't know who the fuck you were talking about. He's not Scottish, he's Southern. I think he's from fucking Essex or London.
Essex.
Yeah, so he's sucking off. It looks like he's sucking him off. They tell the officer, they go into the cabin.
Officer.
Oh, what are you doing?
Just so you put out.
Oh, was it?
He went officer.
Officer. They go into the cabin. Tucker just bought it up, and he's going to do it up. And he says, I'm going to teach Dale to become a man after he's just been caught trying to suck him off. The police officer says, not up there, but pain and suffering. What a nice guy. Like,
We don't give him a ticket. So.
he doesn't give them a ticket, actually, but he doesn't see them doing anything wrong.
Broken taillight.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
he could
sorry,
take
I
one for
forgot about They pull up to the cabin, and it is a shithole. They've brought a wood chipper with them too.
But Dale thinks it's amazing.
Yeah, Dale
It's
loves
like,
it.
oh my god, this is amazing.
You really fucking love this film. Yeah, so they bring a wood chipper with them. The whole entire first part of this is just full of foreshadowing and you can just see what's going to happen. Like when they first walk in, a wooden beam comes down and nearly kills him, and it's just like, well, that's obviously going to do something, isn't it? And then just other shit, you just go, oh. And where you see all the newspaper clips, and they get excited over the 3 chili dogs for 1 with no expiration date. They originally wanted that to be Arby's, but Arby's wouldn't allow them to have it in.
Oh, fuck Arby's. Everyone boycott Arby's.
You know, that's another sponsor gone.
Why do we want sponsors? Because I'm eating Cadbury's Dairy Milk.
That's mine, you dick!
Oh, and
Lovely.
I'm drinking vodka.
Russian Standard, come on. I wouldn't mind a case
No,
of Russian
any
Standard.
vodka.
No, I don't want Smirnoff.
What do I want? I want mango juice.
Mango juice. Right, we're not going to get any of this. So
No, but one can always dream.
yeah, I want a Rolex watch. That's what I
No, I
want.
said dream, Jennings, not be a dick about it.
Anyway, so yeah, loads of foreshadowing in this bit. Then it cuts to the freshman, the college kid, and the film gets shit again. None of them can act. We find out about a murder that happened to college kids 20 years ago by some hicks in the wood. They find a lake and decide to go skinny dipping while it's still light. So they decide to do this while it's still light outside. Then it cuts to it's dark at night, and then it
can get dark pretty quick.
And the lake that they're going to might be further away than where they were.
all right. Well, Dale and Tucker are fishing in said lake at night, and then it cuts back to the douche college kid who gets a bit rapey with the fit one, and it's just like, oh, we should do it. We're both better than everyone. She's like, no, get off me. And he's like, oh yeah, we should do it. And he's just like, no, get off me. And that was it. It was, this film is fucking pish.
I'm gonna hit him.
Wait till the end.
Thanks. Yeah, so the college kids then go skinny dipping. The fit one gets on a rock, like really far away from the rest of them. Why is she doing that? Oh,
To get away from Chad, probably.
Yeah, probably to get away from the douchey one. So yeah, the fit one, she gets down to her bra and pants, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
And then she's startled by our heroes, Tucker and Dale, and they go and save her. And then, obviously...
Well, she jumps in, she falls in after being startled, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And she doesn't come back up for a few seconds, so we have to go and save her.
And then they go save her, and then there's the bit where, we've got your friend! I think that's taken from Deliverance as well.
Is it?
I think it is. I think it's taken from a film. Actually, it might be an impression of an actor, but I can't really remember. But yeah, it is taken from something else. Got your friend, and the college kids shit themselves and all run away. It's like, oh right, aren't you going to try and help your mate who's just been taken by these two hicks? No, just fuck off. The hilarity is what I wrote at that point. Also, skinny dipping's supposed to be naked. There were no boobs or dong.
When they say they're going skinny dipping, one guy just goes, I'm not getting naked though.
Well, that's not skinny dipping though, is it? Fucking...
Talk to them, not me.
Fucking college kids. The fit lass wakes up in the cabin and Dale scares her with pancakes for some strange reason. Then we cut back to the college kids finding the cabin and planning an assault. Back inside, Dale explains the mistake to the fit one and they start playing a board game. Now, that board game was supposed to be Trivia Pursuit, but they wouldn't allow them to have Trivia Pursuit, so it was called Trivia Mind or Mind Bang or something like that. But you see the board later on and it looks exactly like Trivia Pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put after that, this is my kind of girl.
And Dale's really good at it as well. Dale's really good.
Dale is really good at it, and it only really features at one point in the film, and it's really like we'll get into that because we're going a bit farther. Tucker is outside chainsawing a tree and accidentally hits a bee's nest. Now, that was one of the first parts of the whole entire thing to be written. Like that bit was, they found that so hilarious that they were like, we should write a film about that, and that's where it came from.
Oh, well.
So he runs off with the chainsaw, Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing, and like if you got chased by bees, would you keep a chainsaw on you and run it around like that? Did you think you were going to hit a fucking bee? Is it just me? No? I guess it then.
I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably just...
Run away!
Yeah.
Drop everything and run the fuck away.
I don't know.
Yeah, but in the moment, would you think to do that? Maybe you would just hold on to it.
Yeah, you just
I've
run.
been chased by bees before. I've dropped
Did you drop
everything.
your chainsaw?
Yeah, I dropped my chainsaw and I ran the fuck away.
Yeah, but he was pretending to use it like as if to shoo them away, so that was a bit silly.
Well, yeah, it was a bit silly. Anyway, so he runs off. This is another... I actually quite like this bit where he's running off and then a college kid's running beside him and he's just like... Well, the college kid runs off thinking he's being chased, and then obviously he catches up to him, sees him beside him, and he's just like, oh, what's happening? And then he gets impaled. At no point does Tucker actually see this kid again until later on in the movie. He would have had to walk back to the cabin.
Maybe he chose a different way.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Anyway.
I put in that... That's another note I took. Not. I haven't taken any. A funny first death. It was a bit funny.
I did like, especially when the bee went on his nose and then he goes...
That's like how they looked at each other.
Yeah, when they're running.
When he's like overtaking him, he's like, hang on a minute.
So yeah, he bails onto a tree. Cut back to the board game, and Dale is tits at the board game. They have a bit of flirting, and then Tucker comes in with loads of bee stings on his face, and to quell it down, he puts beer on his face.
He ad libbed that. That was his idea.
He did ad-lib that, but that's such a shit ad-lib. Like, it's not even a good ad-lib.
Well, yeah, poured beer on his face, like to cool it down. Yeah.
Right. Tucker does get fucked over in this movie quite a bit. It's one of the running gags throughout it, which is quite nice.
Yeah, this wouldn't have happened if you'd been out there helping me.
Yeah.
He was like inside playing games.
Instead of playing games. And then, well, the college kids then find the body of the one who just impaled himself. And the douchey one is douchey, I wrote. He's just saying, let's kill them or something. Like, Tucker and Dale leave a sinister... Yeah, so Tucker and Dale both go out, and then obviously they mistake the conversation they're having that he's beating up the lass instead of beating her at a board game.
Yeah.
And then, for some stupid reason, like, they go, oh, they're not out here. Oh, maybe we should just leave them a note. And then they write on the fucking piece of wood, we've got your friend. Like, why? With an axe. Like, yeah.
Quite good penmanship with an axe on a piece of wood.
That is true, actually.
It's written really neatly.
It's not in cursive.
And he scrapes off all the bark as well.
Those college kids would have watched him do that. And it must have taken him a good 20 minutes to do it. Why didn't he just pop up and go, rah? So we got up to the guy's handwriting being legible and rather nice. Tucker and Dale leave a sinister note on a piece of wood, and they go back to fixing the place up. The college kids get mistaken again, and two of them accidentally kill themselves. So I think it's Dale's building a shit hole so they can take shits in this.
An outhouse hole.
He calls it the shit hole.
Yeah, but she corrects him and says it's an outhouse hole.
Yeah, but it is a shit hole.
Yeah.
I forgot what Tucker's doing at this moment in time.
Wood chippering.
Oh, yes, he is. Yeah, because that's the deaths, aren't they? So one of the deaths, you've got the deaths down, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Have you?
Yes.
On you go.
impales himself with a sharpened stick, and runs into a wood chipper.
Wow, that was fucking descriptive, Mark. Wow, the professionality of this podcast is getting better and better. So
You've got the play-by-plays.
So one of them runs at them with a stick.
It looks like a pathetic stick. There's no way that should go into him.
Well, no, it shouldn't, but it does.
Yeah.
And Dale accidentally knocks out the fit one again with his shovel.
Is that his penis?
Yes, with his penis. And I do think it's funny as fuck when he jumps into the wood chipper, though. Where he just goes, "Rah!"
Again, that...
With his penknife.
Yeah, that... no. It wasn't funny.
It was funny.
No, I just put, in terms of all this dying shit, I just put predictable deaths.
They are quite predictable, like I said at the foreshadowing at the start of it. But when he goes into the wood chipper, the two other college kids who are viewing this at the time should go, right, those two have just accidentally killed themselves over nothing. They should realise that there might not be in as much danger as they think they are.
Yeah, but they're stupid.
They are stupid. Well, the douchey one's the one who keeps on going, oh no, they did it. No. Tucker and Dale get freaked out by this, understandably, and then start talking about how they're doing a suicide pact and how it's all college kids and they should ring the police, but then they talk themselves out of it by going, how are we going to explain? Oh yeah, these college kids just ran on.
We've had a doozer of a day.
Yeah. We've had a doozy of a day.
Because then when the cop comes,
he says,
we've had a doozer of a day.
While they're dragging out half the body. So the remaining college kids get in a cop car because one of them fucked off to get the cops. They get in a cop car, apart from the douchey one who just runs about doing fuck all. Tucker and Dale pull the half of the corpse out of the wood chipper, and literally the cop interrupts them and says,
he's heavy for half a guy. I like that line.
Of course he did. They try to explain their suicide theory, but the cop goes, right, this is bollocks. And he goes inside, but is killed by the beam, and then walks out with a beam in his head. That was actually taken from a story that they'd heard about of someone having a nail in their head and not noticing for 3 days. So that's where that comes from, surprisingly. Yeah.
It was really annoying with the kids screaming and banging in the car. Really fucking annoying.
Well, it would freak you out a bit if a cop went into a building and then comes out with a piece of wood and loads of nails in his head.
Yeah, it would, but still, it doesn't make it less annoying that they're just fucking screaming and banging in the car.
Well, and then one of the kids get out and then pick up the cop's gun, and then Dale says, you need to take the safety off. And then he looks at the gun and shoots himself in the head. Then the douchey kid picks up the gun and starts shooting. This is only 45 minutes into the film. It's a 1.5 hour film, and that much has happened in 45 minutes. Fucking mental how much they fill into such a small amount of space. It's just because the writing is so shit that they have to fill it with set pieces instead.
Oh, shut up.
Anyway, so picks the gun, starts shooting. More mistakes happen, and a dog gets taken hostage. Tucker saves the dog, but gets chased by the kids, and then caught and tied upside down, and then has his fingers cut off, which I thought was a bit harsh. So no need for that, really.
But it makes for a great line later in the movie.
Well, Dale doesn't even look for him. He's just there next to the college kid, just going, "All right, yeah, I'll let you save the dog. Just run away from the college kids. That's fine. I'm not going to try and help you in any sort of way." He does start shooting the nail gun and saying some quite funny stuff, but apart from that, no. The fit one wakes up and Dale explains the situation and really loves his fingers. Oh right, yeah. So the college kids come in. well, they leave the fingers on saying, "We've got your friend now," and leave the fingers on the porch. And then he's just like, oh, Tucker's fingers. I love these fingers.
His bowling fingers, he says.
Bowling fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said he loves his fingers.
It's his bowling fingers.
Oh. I liked he loved his fingers.
I mean, he probably would love his fingers.
Probably does love his fingers. And figures out, and she figures out that everything has just escalated a bit too far. Dale goes out to save Tucker with a machete.
Oh, but he says, I should have known that if a guy like me talked to a girl like you, someone ended up dead. That was a funny line.
Fucking hell.
You've got a really low bar for humour.
You're an easy to please guy, aren't you?
That was funny. Fuck you guys.
Figures out, goes out with a machete. And it goes really well. He finds him, just cuts him down. That's it. Like, none of the kids are there with a trap or anything. He just literally cuts his mate down.
But again, the trap's activated. He says, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm glad I'm not hung like a bear.
Oh, I missed the trap bit. What was the trap? Oh,
he activates the trap like a big sphere.
It goes through his legs, doesn't it?
Yeah, like just missing his jewels.
I forgot about that bit.
I don't remember that bit either.
Yeah, I completely zoned out. But the kids have gone to the cabin to save the fit one. The douchey kid starts pouring petrol everywhere like a bellend and doesn't listen to what the fit one's saying. And then the black lass just saying, oh, I've heard about this. She's got Stockholm syndrome. After a fucking day. Anyway, I actually literally put the dialogue is so shit. Apart from Tucker and Dale, the acting is fucking awful. They decide to have a sit down over a cup of tea. So Tucker and Dale come back in. They have a sit down, and
Tucker says, "Good idea. I'll provide the finger sandwiches." Because his fingers have got cut off.
Yeah, I got it.
God damn
You're
it!
loving these one-liners, aren't you?
Yeah, the best part of the movie.
So they sit down. That we also find out that the douchey kid has an allergic reaction to alopecia tea.
Chamomile tea. Alopecia.
Yeah, it makes his hair go up. And we find out that the douchey kid, his mum was tortured and captured by hillbillies, and she ran away.
According to him.
Yes, according to him. That's what his grandma told him. And then more kids die. So I was going to ask you, can we listen to your list of how they died? But I'm expecting it to be one sentence. Just for fun. Let's hear what you say.
Oh, I hate you. So, first kid ran into a spiky branch.
Look, we've done.
Well, you don't go through all of them.
Impales himself up with a sharpened stick. Runs into a wood chipper. Cop nailed in the face. Kid shoots himself in the face. Weed eaten in the face. That's the black class is it that was weed eaten in the face.
Yeah, she gets a weed whacker in the face.
Yeah,
but
that doesn't kill her.
Oh no, it doesn't.
It doesn't kill her.
It does.
No, the explosion kills her.
Yeah.
Burned to death with moonshine fire.
That's the black kid with the dreadlocks.
Yeah.
This is not even explain them. Let's just actually explain what happens, because that's just.
Well, it's part of your play-by-play.
You might as well finish the thing.
Yeah, okay,
and then
finish your ones.
Is that the last one?
Assumed died in an explosion, and
No, that's the main thing. You should carry on.
okay.
no, the last who's grabbing onto him, which is like
No,
Okay.
that's that.
15 deaths in total, by the way, on screen.
Oh,
That's
lovely.
including the flashback deaths, which some of them played twice.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So yeah, what actually happens is they're having this conversation, gets a little bit out of hand, and then the black dude runs in with a weed whacker and to kill Tucker, but Tucker ducks out of the way, goes into the black lass's face, and he's just like, "Why did you duck?" Like, "Oh no!" And yeah, the hilarity of that. Then it sets on fire from all the petrol that was fucking about. He literally gets on fire, and then to put it out, one of them throw moonshine on him, and he's like, no, don't throw that on him. And yeah, the whole entire place explodes, and Tucker, Dale, and the Fitty all run out of the cabin. Unfortunately, the douchey one survives and is going nuts. They get in the truck, but crash. Tucker gets more wounded, and the douchey one kidnaps the fit one. Like, I completely missed a lot of that bit. Like, I don't know whether I was just not watching it properly, but was there anything weird? Is that how it exactly
So
happened?
they escape in the truck, and then Dale crashes into a tree.
Yeah.
And then whilst he's unconscious, Chad comes back and
Right,
takes...
okay.
So basically
Ali.
what you said.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, so he goes off. So Dale goes off to save her after a nice pep talk from Tucker. Dale finds them in a sawmill where the douchey one has the Fitty tied to a conveyor belt. Dale suits up. This is the worst fucking suit up montage I've ever seen. He puts some gloves on, some boots on, a welding mask, and gets a chainsaw from somewhere. That's it. That's all he does. Like, it's not proper suiting up. It's supposed to be a homage to the Evil Dead. It is a shit homage to it. Homage. I just like saying that word actually. Yeah, so he suits up. It's the shittest suit up I've ever seen. And when he's done this suit up, he walks in, she screams, and he goes, "Oh, it's me," and then takes off all the gear he's literally just put on. This film pissed me off, something wrong. The douchey one turns on the conveyor belt, and Dale fights him. He does free the lass by throwing an axe.
"Bring it, frat bitch."
Oh, for fuck's sake, Mark. Right, well, he saves her from the conveyor belt by throwing a axe. It somehow undoes the ropes. Oh, God. This was a chore to watch, man. And then we have a chainsaw versus pole match. Dale ends up running away even though he has a chainsaw. This is, like, he's got a chainsaw versus a pole. How does he lose that match? They end up in a loft and find out the douchey one. So how lucky is this? So they're in the sawmill. They find what's it called? A newspaper clipping that just talks about how the douchey one is actually half a hillbilly. Like, we find out the
his
mum
dad was
raped.
the actual killer in the
Oh, right.
in the
okay.
woods 20 years ago.
Oh, was his mum raped then?
I assume so. I don't think it's talked about.
And yeah, she runs away, blah, 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 blah. And the douchey one gets a bit fucked off about it. And then he's killed by chamomile tea due to an allergic reaction.
Which Dale remembers because he's got a memory.
Anyone would have fucking remembered that, but what he does is just throw tea in his eyes and that's it.
No, he throws it against the chainsaw so it goes... and then all over him.
And so, why didn't he put the welder's mask on to fucking help? Anyway, he has an allergic reaction, but he just falls out of the side of the fucking building.
Onto a spike.
Is it onto a spike? I didn't even notice that.
I didn't notice the spike.
I just saw him fall
I
off.
thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong.
Then it cuts to the hospital, and Tucker is in the hospital as Dale visits him, and they talk about the Fitty, and he goes, "Ooh, I'm going bowling with her, look at me, ooh." And he's just a bit of a bellend, isn't he?
Why?
It just all pissed me off by the end of this.
Yeah, so...
He gives her a helmet as a present, like a pink helmet, because he kept on knocking her out. It's not like she kept on knocking herself out.
He knocked her out one time.
She only gets knocked out twice in the film.
So 50%
So
of the time.
50% of the time, he knocks her out.
50% of the time he didn't.
Then, in the bowling alley, he's talking to another hillbilly. He says, "You know what you've got to do? Just go for it, mate. Just go for it." So he ends up raping one of the fucking women in the background. Dale just goes, "Fuck it, I don't want anything to do with that." And then she starts getting off with the Fitty. Like,
Yeah, but she's like, "I'm sorry for everything that happened." And he's like, "For what? I had a great time."
apart from the deaths and everything. And yeah, so and then the film ends, And it never explains the first fucking bit of the film where the cameraman and the journalist dies.
I don't think the main character doesn't die, because
Well, the one with the burnt face.
yeah, because he's the dude in the beginning of the film.
Yeah, he's the one in the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
But he looks pretty fucking dead.
He
And
just fell off a building. That's it.
and they find his body.
I don't know if they
Did
found
they?
his body.
Well, when they're doing the news report, they don't say, "Oh, and he's still on the loose," do
Because
they?
they don't know that he was there. They don't have a full count of who's there.
Well, did Dale Tucker and the Fitty just not tell the police anything?
I don't know. I'm just saying that he was the annoying college kid.
Tucker gets his fingers back, by the way.
Yeah.
That happens too. That's fucking gash.
I think
One's a gal.
no, because if you think at the beginning of the film, we have that intro scene.
Was that Was that the line that you really wanted, that you thought was amazing?
No, the finger sandwiches was.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. Not that that's my girl finger.
He didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you said that.
No, one of them is a gal finger.
Oh,
Got
right.
like a gal's nail on it.
Right, I see. So they've just got it from another one. Right, okay. Oh, this is fucking retarded. Yeah, and the whole entire film annoyed me. Anything I missed out in my amazing rundown there?
No.
To be honest, I was fucking knackered when I did this rundown, and this fucking film pissed me off so much watching it.
You do that with any film, it's going to piss you off.
Yeah, if you're not if you're hungover and the wrong movie comes on, you're not going to enjoy it. Whereas if you're hungover and the right thing comes on, that makes you love it even more.
But you did the same. You did the same Last Action Hero where you did a rundown on it and then you hated it afterwards. You
Yeah,
loved
I
it
wasn't
before
even
it. And you hated it
hungover for that,
afterwards.
though. I wasn't hungover
Yes,
for that.
you need to stop breaking them down so much.
That's fair. I do overanalyze, but anyway. So your reviews.
What's your review?
Well, my review is first time I saw this film, I thought it was actually quite a nice film, a nice little romp. I didn't expect anything from it. I never knew anything about it. I went into it completely blind, just going, "All right, watch this. Oh, that's quite funny. Oh, that's quite funny," and then going, "All right, yeah, that was quite a good watch. Oh, I didn't mind that." And then, like watching it again.
But you'd seen it twice before, you said.
Well, I've
You'd liked
seen it
both
twice,
times before.
but I got really drunk the second time, so it didn't really matter that much. I probably fell asleep halfway through it. But the misunderstanding joke is just so overused. So much thing is so foreshadowed.
It's the premise of the film.
Yeah, but so much is so foreshadowed, and the dialogue is so fucking terrible. I probably didn't watch it. Like, you know, when you watch film and it's not like I'm watching this properly, it's just you letting it wash over you. When I properly watched this film, and I was just like, that acting's fucking terrible.
Yeah, but it's not meant to be analysed. It's not meant to be watched like that, is it? It's meant to
No,
be like...
it's supposed to
meant
be a
like
fun little romp.
Yeah.
But
And for what it is, it's a good movie.
it's only an hour and a half, and it felt like 3 hours.
No, it didn't. No.
It did. The amount of shit that happens in an hour and a half. Like, everything I just described, there was loads more, well, not loads more than that, but it went into intricate detail, and the dialogue, fucking dialogue. Because they've obviously never listened to a person for college. They really like hillbillies because they can write them, but they can't fucking write anybody else. Like, even the policeman's shit as well. Ugh, right. For the first time, it's not that bad because it's got the shock value in it, which helps. So you're just like, oh, right, that's funny. Oh, right, oh, that one went a bit gory, didn't it? I know it's supposed to be a send-up of the horror genre, and it's supposed to be, like, bad, but it's not supposed to be that bad a dialogue. It's not supposed to be that shit. It's just
not
lazy.
that bad for me. I mean, yeah. It's,
Like one of the worst
but
lines
it's not
is
that bad.
when the black kid says to the group, like, "Have you ever had homosexual dreams? Homosexual wet dreams?"
If you dream about sucking cock, but you don't really want to do it in real life, does that make you gay? Like, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's a normal conversation that people would have. That's the kind of conversation that you would have.
It's a
That's
conversation
true.
I would have, yeah, but I wouldn't say it as blandly as he does. Like, you've got to set those ones up.
Yeah, you'd go into a lot of detail about
Yeah.
the size of the cock and
Yeah.
how throbbing
Does
it was.
Does it matter how big the penis is? Can it be a small penis? Like,
The amount of smegma on it.
are you cleaning the penis like with your mouth? Like, you might not be doing it for pleasure. You might be doing it for hygiene.
Right,
Like-
this is another conversation. Back to the film, please.
Right, okay, sorry. So, Tucker and Dale save it a little bit. Like, those two actually do have chemistry between each other. I think that's what makes people like this film more than they should, because they actually do have really good chemistry between each other, and they do actually seem to just be really good mates, which is nice. But I wouldn't recommend it after a second viewing. It was, yeah, like I say, it was only an hour and a half long, but it felt twice as long as that with the amount of shit they put in it. Like, it was a hard slog for me to watch that this morning. 2 stars.
What?
Yeah.
You twat.
I fucking hated this film. I was probably in the worst mood ever to do it, but it was just such a hard fucking film to watch.
Right, Mark, it's on to you now.
The movie's got a simple premise, which is well executed for the low budget that it's got.
Yeah, okay, fair. It was only a 5 million budget, which is quite good.
A spin on your classic slasher movies. Kids in the Woods cliches. No, don't go out there, etc. Mixes sweet and funny with gory. The only things I found annoying with it is some of Chad's dialogue. With
Is that the douchey one?
yeah.
He's such a hammy actor.
Don't you want to know the truth? There is no truth. Everything is a lie. I found that quite annoying. And again, the kids in the police car, banging and screaming, that just annoyed the heck out of me. But other than that, I really enjoyed the movie. And just because I don't want to give it a 5 out of 5, it's got a 4.5 out of 5.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
hell, Mark. Really? Did you watch the same film? Well, we did.
4.5, that's nearly perfect. You'd
Yes.
class that as a nearly perfect film.
It goes down as one of my favourite films.
Okay, then you're not going to like me.
Like, how wait, sorry. Really? Like, you don't agree with me at all on the dialogue being absolutely terrible?
I think it's not great, but it's not as bad as what you're making out.
And the acting in it, like by the college kids especially.
It doesn't need to be good though.
So
It doesn't take away from the
right,
movie
so you
at
are-
all.
So you're just saying there that the acting was terrible, but it was okay.
It adds to
be
it, in my opinion. Adds to it.
I don't think it adds. No, because I've seen,
Like most of those movies anyway, the acting's always terrible in those
well,
movies.
yeah, no, but Scary Movie has terrible fucking what's it called in it? Terrible acting and terrible dialogue, but that fits in with that one. With this, it's jarring going from Tucker and Dale, who are just normal fucking people, who are just talking to each other normally, how you'd expect hillbillies to talk, who were just nice people.
See, that's for me.
And then you've got the college kids, who are just parodies of parodies of parodies.
But that adds to the fact that it's from
I know it's
two
trying to
different
do a-
points of view.
Yeah, I know it's trying to do a juxtaposition between, these are actually the
These
nice
kids are all
normal
killing
kids.
themselves all over my property, and oh shit, they're killing
These
everybody.
are all the nice normal people over here because they can actually speak without sounding like utter dickheads. And then you've got the college kids that are just absolute dickheads.
It's not. I don't think it's as annoying as what you say it is.
To be fair, like I
all.
said, the first time I watched this, I did actually quite like it. I wouldn't have given it 4.5. I would have probably given this a 3.5 if I'd only watched it the one time. But after watching it and doing an in-depth analysis, it hurt me to do this film.
Well, I did originally give it
Absolutely
4 out of
hurt
5, but I've added an extra 0.5 because you're Lorraine.
Because I gave it a 2.
Gonzel.
Right. I'm just going to read out the notes, and then if you want me to expand, I will. So, Faff, obviously. Fit lady. Fit as fuck.
Yep.
Funny first death. That bit was actually quite funny. not quite funny. It was
Oh, the one where he runs into
Yeah.
the spy.
that was like, okay, fair enough. I didn't expect that. So I was like, oh, okay. Other than that, predictable deaths. I've put suspect acting / characters because it's a mixture of both. The characters are stupid and gash, even though they're supposed to be, but I didn't like it. And the acting wasn't good. It was, I'd have to agree with Jennings, the acting was bad. Because if you think of a parody, the acting is still good, but they're acting as stupid characters. Versus this, where the actors are just not...
Again, it's a low-budget movie. They can't afford
It is.
to get great actors.
So...
It was only £5 million. I have to admit, that is a dirt cheap film for what it is.
But anyway, I just... It's like, think of Black Dynamite, right? The acting in that is over the top.
Fucking brilliant.
And it's meant to parody like 70s thing, and it does that perfectly with the characters being one-dimensional and stereotypical. But the acting was really good, so that is how it should be done.
But the
versus
acting
this.
doesn't need to be good in this film, is my point. It doesn't need
It
to
does. Even if they're playing
In any
shitty characters,
fucking thing.
then they still have to play those characters well. And this,
Like the douchey one
They did
plays
it well enough.
The
They
douchey
did it.
one
They did it
plays
well
it
enough.
so fucking badly. Like I know he's trying to probably be the douchey one from Final Destination, but he just comes across as really fucking weird. And no one would be a friend of this person. They wouldn't invite him to the woods because he's fucking weird.
Yes,
Why I don't invite you to the woods?
I wouldn't. go
That's
if
true. You
invited.
never once invited me to the woods.
Oh, you're not good with a shovel.
I'm great with a shovel. You've never seen my shovel actions.
I might ask you next time. I'll get the dead hookers out of the garage.
So after that, I put no one likable or worth rooting for because I didn't care about the hillbillies. I didn't care
Oh,
about.
did you like Tucker and Dale?
No.
I actually quite liked Dale. I thought he was quite a lovable character.
No, I was just like, I honestly couldn't care if they all died. I just didn't care. And I didn't laugh once. I wrote that because I didn't
What?
laugh once. Because, again, the only funny bit was the first death, and I was like, haha, I didn't actually laugh properly. Meh, wouldn't watch again. 1.5 out of 5.
Whoa, Jesus. I thought I was quite low.
Wow.
No,
You gave the porno more stars than that.
yeah, because I'd rather watch that than this.
Yeah, that's
this
fair.
This,
I would have
honestly,
watched that.
After watching it now, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, and I wouldn't watch it again. It just.
What would be like a one film for you?
I was again. I scored off 1 and I put 1.5 because the girl was really fit. she is fit, but
That's what saved it.
Yes. To be honest, if the girl wasn't that fit, I would have probably 1.5 speeded it just to sort of go through it. But I honestly did not like this film.
No.
But
I
again, I'm not a
really
fan
like
of like horror or slashers anyway. So even though it was trying to be a parody of it, I'm not
Well,
a
me
fan
neither.
of that
That's
genre.
why I liked it so much, I think.
But it didn't save
I
itself.
actually love horror films. Like
I don't.
I think there's some right class horror films out there. I love all of them. I think that's the reason why I'm rewatching it. I was like, oh right, that's from that film. Oh, that's from that film. Oh, that's from that film. But it's just done really badly. Like it's not a good film.
So no.
Tucker and Dale has a randomly reviewed rating of 2 out of 5 stars.
That is the lowest one, isn't it?
That is the lowest one.
Audition got better than that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, because
Fuck you guys.
I really liked Audition though.
Audition is
At
it's
least-
worth a watch. That's definitely
Yeah.
one I'd recommend seeing once.
Yeah, without knowing anything about
Yeah.
it, go into that film and just be like, wow.
So this week we're going to start drawing the next episode on episode. So if you want to prepare those for a drawing.
Oh, we're going for the drawing then.
Okay, so starting this week on the podcast, we are going to draw the next episode, the feature of the next episode,
So,
to make it more random.
the featured episode.
So we've each chosen a couple of ideas, and so
What are the letters?
and written them down. And we're going to draw them now. So
Couldn't be arsed writing the entire titles of stuff, so I just did letters.
What is NTC?
New Thundercats.
Yeah, get in, mine!
So the next episode, we're going to review the new Thundercats. Tune in.
The first 4 episodes, or I might actually get a list of the episodes and then just say which ones you should watch.
Oh, you better do that quickly though, because if we're doing it next Saturday,
Yeah.
I need
Well,
to
loads
find.
of time. I can do it on Sunday.
Yeah,
It'll
but
probably be on Disney Plus anyway. Or something
I
like
don't
that.
think
It'll
so.
probably be on YouTube.
YouTube might be a thing.
YouTube is a thing. That's what we're broadcasting on.
Oh yeah, YouTube does exist.
Yeah, but if you were going to clean a dick, you'd use
Right,
them out.
you guys talk about sucking
How many
dick.
dicks have you cleaned with your mouth?
I haven't cleaned them. I've put them because they were cold. They were really cold, so I had to warm them up. That's how you make a fire, Mark.
What, I'm sucking dick? I was busy
why-
writing, but
That's
I
why they
just
call
had
it
that.
being camp. Like, it's-
No, going camping and being camp are two different things. You don't have to start a fire.
no, Mark, stop being LGBTQist.
I'm not. I'm just saying, going camping and being camp are different things.
Go with camping. Go with camping.
Why is it called being camp though? I never understood that.
I never bothered to look. Well, why don't you look it up, Mark? We'll find out. Maybe we could give these people something better than the fucking film we just watched.
Oh, fuck off! It's a good film. Everyone watch this film.
Everyone really likes this film, actually. It's got a really good rating. Like, it's... all the reviews I read were just like, oh, right, we really like this film. Oh, and I just go... Well, I did when I first watched it. I thought it wasn't that bad a film. It's just... After rewatching it, I wouldn't watch it again. Ever again. I wouldn't give it 1.5. I don't think it deserves that. And for the budget, I am being a bit fucking harsh. But it is fucking...
Yeah, but you can't take that into consideration because yeah, no, you just gotta review it based on its
its merits rather
not
than-
on its.
what they
Production.
did with it.
Okay, so camp in this sense has been suggested to have possibly derived from the French term "se camper," meaning to pose in an exaggerated fashion, which makes sense.
Okay.
Later it evolved into a general description of the aesthetic choices and behaviour of working class homosexual men.
Do they have to be working class?
Apparently.
Why?
Yeah, that's a bit classist.
Yeah, that's the real problem.
What do you call, like, noble gay men, then? Nags.
Nags? No.
Gobbles.
Gay nobles. Gobbles.
It'd be Gables then, not Gobbles, Gables.
No, because gobbles is funnier. Gables is shit. Gobbles. He's a gobble! He's a rich gay!
If you're gay,
And rich.
been affected by this episode, if you
you're
call
gay-
this number.
If you're gay and rich, do you consider yourself gobble?
Sure, do you consider yourself a gobbler?
Oh, God.
You're a gobbler.
Do you gobble?
Are you gobbling?
Oh, hello, you're mighty fine. Do you gobble?
Just imagine your mum going, Richard, are you gobbling?
I've told you not to gobble after 5 o'clock.
He's rich!
Ah, Jesus Christ.
He's not camp, Mum, don't worry. He's a gobbler. What's a poor one called then? A poor gay?
I mean, I guess it's still got, that's how it originated. It's evolved now just as a
Well, yeah, fair.
general term.
A gore? No, that's rubbish. A pay? No. Maybe a gramp, like a tramp.
Grump.
like a gay tramp.
No.
A tray.
There you go.
But what if a gramp marries a gobbler?
Well, they both become camp. that's how they...
Okay, so see you next Tuesday.
Wink. I really hope it got that wink at the end.
Bye.